Hi everyone, Mr. Kanye West here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of the new Smokepurpp mixtape, Deadstar. Smokepurpp is a Florida rapper who is a part of this new wave of grimy, aggressive SoundCloud rappers with overblown trap production, some of which are very dark. They deliver flows that are usually pretty simplistic and hypnotic, lyrics that are kind of minimal. Lil Pump is an example. I know Purpp has some deep ties with him, and Pump is featured on this tape. XXXTentacion, Ski Mask the Slump God, Wi-Fi's Funeral. I guess you could also connect guys like Trippie Redd and Famous Dex to this new wave. And there are many more. You could literally list them forever, but I need to talk about this tape. Now, Purpp, like a lot of these guys, he's mostly a singles-based artist. I mean, he dropped one project last year that was just 6 tracks, but over the past couple of years, he's dropped a whole mess of standalone songs that are now floating around YouTube and SoundCloud. And most of the singles he's dropped this year ended up on this tape. Audi, Okay, Bless Your Trap, Different Colored Molly, To the Moon, Streets Love Me. So this project isn't huge on the element of surprise, but it does compile and accurately portray Purpp in his current artistic state, and also inadvertently acts as a de facto mission statement for this new style of internet rap, because Lil Pump's mixtape isn't out yet, and on his new album, XXXTentacion decided to go emo folk. And Ski Mask, he's a little too out there. He's kind of in his own lane. He's really idiosyncratic. He's sort of in line and enjoyed by a lot of people who follow this up-and-coming style, but he's doing his own thing. Now, Purpp, he perfectly embodies on this tape what exactly makes this style so fun, so entertaining, but simultaneously he also embodies just about every cliche this sound has to offer. The fat, distorted bass, the overuse of ad-libs, the opening chorus on the song Okay is literally just him repeating the word okay, okay, okay. Some songs barely even have choruses. Some songs are hilariously short. The flow on the song Audi is basically the same flow that X uses on Look at Me. The auto-tuned singing on R.I.P. Max is absolute trash and probably the lowest point on the entire album. Of course, next to the song Purgatory, which really lives up to its title as being like a place that I really want to escape from. It's just like a badly sung, cloudy bunch of nothing. But you know what? A lot of this tape is really fun and grimy and wild. It's so intoxicatingly stupid. When the best parts of this tape are on, I just want to go full Neanderthal. There are so many nasty, savage highlights on this thing. The song I Don't Know You that kicks the entire thing off has this grinding bass, eerie, swirling lead melodies that kind of cycle in a really odd, repetitive way. It sounds like something out of a horror movie. I don't know you, you know me, bitch. Pretty much every line in this guy's rhymes ends with the word bitch. And while that's not the only thing he's rhyming, there's just something really odd about his flow. Like, it's got a super hypnotic quality to it. At first I thought it was really stupid, but then it really started like wearing me down and just locking in my head, and I just couldn't get away from it. Just that little emphasis on the last beat, the bitch! It just hits this really primal, sweet spot that just locks me into the groove, and it's kind of crazy. Of course, Yo Gotti and Chief Keef are featured on this track. Both of them deliver pretty slick features. Although given Yo Gotti's current situation with Dolph, I'm not sure I care too much for that vegetarian with the beef line. And some of the lyrics on this thing are just cold-blooded. They're just deadly. Lil Purpp rapping about taking a soul, putting dudes on shirts, robbing people, sending out shots. There's nothing nice about this mixtape. When you put this tape on, put the kids to bed. The song Okay, I mean, as dumb as some of this song is, the energy radiating off of it is just radioactive. Purpp and Pump kind of go ballistic on this thing. They have some incredible chemistry. Of course, the song features rumbling bass, really dreary pianos, and what sounds like freaking crows. Crows sampled in the beat, like a crow. The triplet flows on this thing are super tight, and it just makes me kind of want to go dumb. Although the song Streets Love Me, in a way this track is kind of poignant and portrays Purpp as this dude who is knowingly going against his better interest, not listening to his mother, actively going out and getting in trouble, just like his father. The synth lines all over this track are freaky eerie and creepy. They're kind of glitchy. I feel like I'm listening to a broken keyboard or something. And there's a Juicy J feature, of all things, on this track, and it goes over really great. A track that's a little bit more self-aware and seems a bit more like a comment is the song No Safety. Another track that sounds freakish, dark, like straight out of a trap-flavored horror film, except the monster is Purpp. And this is yet another song where he's essentially rapping about his life as a ruthless, drugged-up gangster, but rapping about how in his surroundings there is no safety, no safety, no safety. Of course, we have other cuts on here that are just banging, they're aggressive, they're in your face, they're just invigorating, like Bless Yo Trap. Meanwhile, tracks like Krispy Kreme are just as catchy, but play it super slick. Like the flow on the chorus of this thing is so nice, even though it is a little bit of a Playboy Cardi Magnolia ripoff. That's one thing though, Purpp, like a lot of his SoundCloud contemporaries, kind of wears his influences very boldly on his sleeve to the point where it can get kind of distracting. Now, even though in a lot of respects this tape is kind of a compilation, it does seem like Purpp took special care to sequence these songs in a way where you have different vibes at different points on the project. Like as we get toward the tail end of this thing, there are so many more tracks that are more low-key, more ballad-like, feature more auto-tune, and are a little trippier too, like on To the Moon, which I love the druggy, just psychedelic vibe of this track, the slurring words on the chorus, the surreal edits and sound effects. Like this track is deeply druggy and is one of the few songs that I guess you could say is in this cloud trap style that legitimately feels like it's really mind-altering. The song Count Up featuring Dram is another auto-tuned highlight. Dram singing toward the end of the track adds a lot to the cut. But while there are songs on this thing that I like, overall it's a really inconsistent tape, though I do appreciate that it's just about 44 minutes long. There were some underdeveloped tracks in the track listing here that I thought had more potential, like the song Topic, which had some of the more weirdly trippy vocal edits on the entire project that I wish I could have heard more of. Like there's so many songs on this thing that either could have been cut or just added onto, and it would have improved the whole thing so much more. Overall, this thing is decent. There's a captivating energy and aggression to it, yet there are also spots that are super alluring. Purpp is definitely putting some of his best material forward, like the best moments on this thing just make me want to shut my brain off and just plug into this pure sense of I don't give a fuck. However, is it lyrically interesting? Only rarely. Only on occasion would Purpp say something so grimy I would have to take a step back, or clever, or just nasty. I'm feeling a strong 6 on this thing. There are more tracks on here that I like than I don't, but there are just too many tracks on here that are totally forgettable or just so bad they're unforgettable that, you know, I just can't ignore that. Transition, have you given this album a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best, you're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe, and please don't cry. Just leave an angry comment in the comments if you're angry, okay? I'll see you guys in the next one. Over here next to my head is a Ski Mask the Slump God review. Click on that, hit that up, and you can do that, or you can click on the link to subscribe to the channel. All right, love you. Forever.